Brands bombard our day-to-day lives. Some become so widely used that they become synonymous with the general class of product. And at the forefront of those brands, the visual stamp that they pay millions to etch into our brains at every given opportunity are their logos. But how did they come about? And what secrets lurk within?
Brilliant news!
Number 1. Picasa. Picasa was Google's photo organizer before it became Google Photos and they turned the logo into a wind fan toy. At first glance, the Picasa logo is a colourful camera shutter signifying photos and colour. But in the negative space in the centre is a house, as Picasa considered themselves a home for your pics, or Pic-casa. Number 2. Bacardi. Some find the Bacardí logo cool, others find it spooky. But what has a bat got to do with rum? Apparently in 1862, when the brand first started out producing the world's first white rum, Facundo Bacardi's wife was startled by the many fruit bats that were living in the factory's rafters. Facundo took this as a sign and started putting the easily identifiable logo on the bottles. Today, Bacardi is the largest privately held, family-owned spirits company in the world. Number 3. Orbit. During World War II, rationing didn't just affect families. Confectionery companies also had to improvise with what was available. And a handy sweetener at the time was sorbitol. Wrigley's rebranded this new sorbitol sweetened gum as Orbit. Orbit is not quite good enough to carry the Wrigley label. Until recently, the two colours making the O have been somewhat of a mystery. Until in 2014, Wrigley's changed the logo, revealing a sun shining on the O, representing the planet half in daylight and half in shadow, as the rest of the brand name orbits around it. Number 4. Mozilla Firefox. This one's an easy one, right? A fiery fox engulfing the earth. No, it's not a fox. Is my whole life a lie? Firefox started out in the 90s as Netscape, but struggling to compete against Internet Explorer, which came free with every computer, they wanted something more quirky and it was reborn as Phoenix. But it quickly went up in flames as Phoenix was already a brand. So Firefox rose from the ashes once again as Firebird and maintained the fiery bird logo. But this was also taken. This time Mozilla went with a red panda, which in Chinese has the nickname Firefox. But before you get all excited, no, there isn't such an animal as a thunderbird. The panda's flaming tail is because the designer was inspired by a passage from the Bible about jackals whose tails were on fire. Number 5. Airbnb. Airbnb is an online marketplace where people advertise lodging in their homes, spare bedrooms and even couches. But what is their squiggly logo all about? No, it's not a paper aeroplane. Obviously B&B stands for bed and breakfast, and air insinuates you can find lodging anywhere, as if from thin air. Many think the logo is a weird paperclip or paper airplane, but it's actually a person who loves to travel. Number 6. Roxie. Roxie is Quicksilver's female clothing line. But what's with the strange logo? On first glance, it looks like a pair of hands holding a heart. But it's actually the ski and surf apparel brand's logo duplified. So that's clever. Number 7. Dell. Back in the 80s, Michael Dell created his computer corporation in his dorm room of Austin University. The ingeniously named company, Dell. Okay, he didn't have to put much thought into that one, but the logo has a twisted E, which comes from the saying, turn the world on its ear. Michael wanted to show that Dell puts its own twist on computing, much like he has done with his own name. Number 8. Vodafone. To many, Vodafone's logo represents an earbud headphone that you might plug into your device to chat hands-free. To others, it looks like one of Super Mario's fireballs. But it's actually much smarter than that. In literature, what does every conversation or dialogue start with? Quotation marks. The single quotation mark represents an open dialogue, insinuating that the conversation starts with Vodafone. Number 9. Newman. This French clothing company's logo doesn't look like it holds much of a secret until you do this. The logo reads the exact same way upright and upside down. This doesn't imply that you can wear the brand's clothes upright or upside down, but speaks to the company's innovative and creative way of thinking. Number 10. National Geographic. Perhaps one of the simplest logos out there, National Geographic didn't have to think hard about this one, or did they? The now Disney-owned company published its first magazine in the 1800s. The big yellow border on the magazine was designed to stand out and quickly became their logo as they transitioned into the digital era. It represents a doorway or portal through which knowledge is obtained. Even the color is significant, representing the Earth's natural power source, the sun. Which one of these secrets surprised you the most? Comment below, and if you liked the video, like it!